Like, you can say it's
because at the end of it, she's just like, yeah, you got my Instagram, you got my number. Like, but at the end of the day,
all right, hold up. You don't need both now. You only need one.
Yeah, I'm about to say Instagram and number.
Now you gotta hang out with Brenda and Keisha and them and leave Jerome ass alone.
Hey, if your girl puts her phone number in a nigga's palm with a pen, you are toast.
There's just a lot of absolute nonsense.
I'm just,
just introduce the podcast.
Welcome to the Any Last Words Pod. My name is Keon, aka Almighty the DJ.
Just finish it up. And my name is Earl Lonnie Hooks. A very special thanks to everybody that will be joining us today on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, as well as YouTube. Please do not forget to follow us at ALW Pod on Instagram. The God of me on is God in each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in to the shortest episode of the Last Words Pod. We just got this shit together. We swung this shit together real fast. Everybody just popped up in like the last 5-7 minutes. Duty just popped up in the last 30 seconds. He'll be here soon. We have everyone. It's Keon, Mikey, I, RJ, Duty. Mo, we'll see you next time. All right, what's going on with the Jeffrey Dahmer? I don't even really know this, like the Jeffrey Dahmer story too well.
Just a nigga that was eating niggas.
Oh, so he wasn't. No, who am I? I'm thinking of who did Zac Efron play?
Oh, he played Bundy.
Ted Bundy. Yeah, okay, and he was just killing women, but Jeffrey Dahmer just ate people.
Ted Bundy had the cult, right? And like,
nah,
Ted Bundy was going to prison. And because of how good looking and articulate and shit he was, like women were showing up to the court and they were like, "Oh my God, Ted Bundy, we love you!"
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
It's like it's a thing. It's weird.
Yeah,
I don't understand America's fascination with serial killers. Like, America loves serial killers.
Is it just America? I mean, I wouldn't know.
Well, I know here in America that how many Dahmers and who else?
This a nigga out there now.
Jack the Ripper in the UK.
No, I understand that they exist and they're out there, but what I was gonna say is, how many times are we going to like re-document this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like slavery, like they're just gonna keep doing that shit.
Yeah, we get a nice slave movie every year. Every February,
gotta get a crazy nigga
every
movie
February, nice slave movie.
12 Years a Slave is a classic. That's all I gotta say.
And why?
It's a great movie. It's a great slave movie from a different perspective.
What is a great slave movie?
I mean, it's just a good movie. Obviously, it's not great because it's about slavery, but it's just
Is it just like the acting?
Like, the acting is good. The story is good. It's a unique story within that lane. Like, it's a good movie.
So, how much of it is about like niggas getting their ass whipped?
It's slavery, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get what. Like,
it probably came at the right time though, because it probably came before the cluster of like.
It was like 2012.
Yeah. So I mean, I've never seen the movie. So what is the perspective though? Like, the
perspective is basically it's a guy who was a free man that lived in the north in New York, and he was kidnapped and brought back to the south and put into slavery that way.
Fuck.
Yeah. So then he had to navigate as a man who can read or write.
I tell you
read and write, but he has to navigate through slavery like that and figure out how to get out.
It reminds me of what was it? Antebellum.
12 years.
Antebellum.
Yeah, when she got kidnapped.
That joint was fire. I like
put
that.
into slavery.
Yeah, I've never seen Antebellum.
That
was good though.
Yeah, that joint was fire.
It was pretty good.
It was like they took her down to what was like a civil war reenactment type of place, but they was really doing shit.
Yeah,
like deep into it.
That new Keke Palmer movie. I haven't seen it, but like she was like a slave, but it was like 1970, and like the dude just had. I heard it was like based on a true story. It was like the 60s, but like a dude like had slaves, but like on his plot of land, and like the South somewhere, it's like nobody came around, so he like kept his slaves.
Probably still big as his.
And in the movie, she like escapes, and then she runs into a nigga driving a car.
It's at least one out there.
Well, like a slave in America.
Yeah, like it's probably
that's crazy
for sure. I mean, I don't know about like slave as in,
picking
a nigga out there picking cotton.
Yeah,
but, like I'm certain there's.
Well, the slave trade is still like the third largest. I mean, I'm just kind of throwing a stat out there that I've learned about like 7 years ago, but I think it may still be like the third largest worldwide crime that happens.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like that's fucking crazy. Okay, but no, okay, so before we get into the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, the fascination with people that murder people, right? Like serial killers, it's because it's because most people aren't that.
Yeah.
So you try to figure out like
why?
Yeah, like why?
What is wrong with that nigga?
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on? Especially when there will be like extremely meticulous killers that are like, aside from the killing, they seem like regular ass people. So it's like that small like tinge or percentage of someone that turns them to a psychopath that people are really interested in.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not interested.
Do y'all find that like true crime is like very popular amongst women?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's super. Like it's always like so fascinating to me. Like they have like a whole lane. Like I like watch videos where like a girl is doing her makeup talking about true crime, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But that shit do big numbers.
Yeah, how often when you talk to a guy, they're like, oh yeah, I went to school for psychology.
Yeah.
Versus a woman.
Yeah.
That's literally what Antoinette went to. Got her bachelor's.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, people be like they be heavy into that shit. Like they just really. And then again, there's something weird about like the women loving people like the Ted Bundy. Like there's also something weird behind that as well. I don't know like what that is, but there's something there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just probably them wanting something they know. Like, if that nigga was in front of them, they is not about to fuck with that nigga. But they know that nigga locked up. So it's like, yeah, I fuck with Ted. Ted knock on their door. I bet you they answer.
He's such a bad boy. He's such a bad boy. Oh my God. Hey, I'm out.
Ain't no fucking way.
Y'all heard what Ted did?
That nigga hard.
Oh my goodness.
A real man. All right. So Jeffrey Dahmer,
bro, he was out here. He was drugging niggas like black people. Dudes.
Was it specifically black dudes?
Yeah, most
I didn't know
dudes.
this.
It was a mixture, but
he was drugging them.
Nigga was broke and living in the hood.
Yeah, he was.
Wait, he was doing what?
He was
broke and living in the hood.
Yeah, he was living in the hood. He was drugging them, and he was taking them cheeks, and he was killing them and eating them niggas.
Damn,
That's a lot.
Yeah, bro.
That's a lot.
And there was multiple times where he would have run-ins with the cops because his neighbors were like, knew shit was up.
Yeah.
Cops would pull up. He'd be like, no, we just gay in here. Like, we just doing dick shit. Like, leave us alone.
And they were saying like the cops.
Cops were scared to go in. They was like, oh shit,
We just gay in here.
Yeah, bro, yes. We on gay shit in here. Like,
Yeah, they never looked into it. One, because it was a black neighborhood, they never looked into it.
yeah.
damn.
And
But that's
because
like
it was like,
bro, that was like a big thing back in the day, like with these serial killers that were like amongst like gay people, like cops were like write it off as like that's just gay stuff. Like we're not gonna get into that.
Like we don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No
over
crimes.
there.
It was like an Asian kid who was like running and was like bleeding and screaming.
He was like 14.
And he was like 14 and he just picked it. Was like, nah, it's just my boyfriend.
My boyfriend.
The cops was
and
like,
the cops let him go
oh,
back. Yeah.
Yeah. He's
two
like,
dudes, barbecue.
the cops are like, we want to look
like
around.
you.
He's like, sure you want to look around? I mean, we do gay stuff in here. And the cops are like, I don't want to touch anything. I'm out of here.
That's so crazy.
Meanwhile, he about to eat little Johnny.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally.
Did any of you
Both ways. He was going to eat his ass both ways.
Hey, yo, whoa.
Did any of you see the movie Barbarian yet?
Nah.
Barbarian? Are you planning on it?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
Keon
It's a
recommended it.
solid movie. It's a solid movie.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
solid
I went to go see it after you
film.
recommended
I'm with
it.
it.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
it's pretty different.
Honestly, I don't even know the last
Is it in
movie I
theaters?
ever watched.
Yeah, it's in theaters.
Like
I
movie
like
in theaters or
horror
movie
movies in
period?
Nah, just a movie.
I don't like them at the crib.
Were you just? Were
I
you,
was watching old movies.
I don't like them spirits in there.
You don't think it's going to come to the
I don't
TV?
want them bad vibes.
It's going to come to the TV like, oh,
No. It's not that. It's just like I just just don't want them bad. I'll watch it. It's not that.
Hey, I feel you, bro.
But yeah, I just don't want them vibes in the crib. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I go to the theater.
Leave it there.
Leave it at the
It's-
theater,
it's
and I
stay
come
there.
back. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You don't think the demons they gonna follow you if
It
they
ain't
want.
about the
They just
demons,
gonna follow
bro.
you.
It's just
I feel you.
vibes,
I had
you know?
several bads of nights of sleep because of this nigga. Okay.
I believe it.
Several.
yeah, Duty told me about that. He said when y'all was living together, like
Hey.
there was some times he went through some shit he never went through.
It was some weird. It was some
I
weird
was
shit.
I was never into that little third eye sleep paralysis shit, bro. I always thought that shit was a scam.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, shut
it's
the
not a
fuck
scam.
up. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're talking about the higher level thinking.
yeah, like, nigga, when y'all get on this?
No, because that was back when you and Henry would be. Well, I know specifically Henry used to say things like, "Oh, I'm about to go to sleep and go see the higher beings and stuff
Yeah.
like that." It was just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. And like y'all would try to find ways of like making sure that you would have sleep paralysis.
Facts.
Right. So there was like something that was almost like religious about what it is you guys were doing. Like you were trying to go to sleep and be in paralysis to go see some higher beings. Like it was something
extra.
Meanwhile, dude there on the couch eating ice cream. Like, the fuck these
Bro, I'll be sitting
I
over
remember
there.
that night you came out. You was like,
I was literally about to say that.
it happened the same night. That shit was weird.
I was in my room, sleeping like I normally am. And I just wake up and I look and I just see this like little black figure in a corner of my room.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And that joint took off. I was like, oh, no. I was like, oh, no.
What? Look,
this is why I knew it was sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
'Cause I got my ass up.
I got
up. He was out in the living room.
I was like, nah, I'm not going back to sleep. I seen some shit tonight.
He was in the living room playing a game. I walk out with my
so
blanket.
that wasn't Mikey?
No, it was some
why
nigga
they probably
bringing the
drunk
energy in my crib. That's what that shit was. Him and his fucking friend over here bringing his fucking energy in the
I woke
crib.
up that same. I woke up, seen some like shit looking at me, and I was like, nope, that's it. I'm up for the night. Went to the living room and like 30 minutes later, duty came out and was like, nah, fuck that. I just seen some shit and I was like, bruh, nigga, yes.
I was like, yo, I was sleeping on. So look, he didn't tell me that he see some shit. I just found that out now. But he was just out playing the game. I thought he was on some Mikey shit. Like nigga just beat up mad late.
Yeah.
I just came out. I was like, hey, bro, there's something in there. I'm about to sleep on the couch. And that's all I did. Had my blanket, my pillow, went and slept on that little pleather ass couch. That shit was sticking to me.
That hot ass couch.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the 1240 joint?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Hot ass
For
couch.
sure.
Yeah.
Y'all threw that joint away. That
Bro, they probably burned that.
Can't even donate that shit.
Right, they probably had to burn the whole building for real.
Yeah.
The leather was peeling off that shit and everything.
Yeah, man, what?
I mean, y'all niggas sleeping on it?
Yeah, see, I've never had any sort of experience with. Well, I've never had sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
I never.
Yo.
Damn. So all of you have had.
Oh, no.
Because I was not paralyzed. I got my ass up.
Yeah, you got.
I never had sleep paralysis.
Oh, see, and that's what's weird about Dude's experience is he saw some shit. He
Come on,
saw it take off, and then he got the fuck up.
Yeah.
So maybe he had sleep paralysis and
course,
broke out of it immediately.
Well, I mean, my dad be
that's
saying
what
that
happened
too.
to me too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what this nigga's doing. He's just in another stratosphere dealing with whatever the fuck he's dealing with. But whenever I've had it, I immediately wake myself up.
Yeah.
Like
That's how it used to be. Like it used to be. It used to
that fear
really
too
did.
great.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
used to be scary as fuck.
It
But then
is.
once I got used to it, I just go back to sleep now.
Why do you want it? Like why?
And I could just. What do you mean?
Like, why'd you get used to it? Like,
Because it just kept happening. I wasn't like I was going
Because
to
they
stop
kept
it.
seeking it out. This nigga
Yeah.
was staying up for like
Yeah, that's
3
right,
days.
that's
Well, no. The thing is, I've had it since like middle school, and I didn't know it was a thing. So once I learned it was a thing, I was like, well, now I want to see what the fuck this is.
Yeah, right. Them niggas in the living room doing
Yeah.
devil inside kind of rituals and shit.
Oh yeah,
Nigga, I seen
because
y'all.
I was saying it's probably just like you started drinking beer, and when you started drinking beer, that shit was not good. Liquor was not good. None of that shit was good. You had to get an acquired taste for it.
Yeah.
But like you just kept doing that shit for some fucking.
isn't that crazy? Like
Yeah, like it's all an acquired taste. That shit does
For
not taste
anything.
It's a
good.
chase beer.
I like beer when I-
anything that's oh, you for real?
You liked it?
Nigga,
But we
for
was
real?
drinking ass beer when we first
Well,
started.
yeah,
Unless
I had like I think it was like a Coors Light. That shit was alright to me. I remember the night I drunk that shit. I was like, hey, this shit alright.
I don't. Well, I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that for beer, but especially like liquor.
Yeah, liquor.
That shit.
well, we started with Jose Cuervo and
Nigga, no, we didn't.
No,
I
nigga,
was
I
looking
wasn't
for you.
Oh, no.
we had two during.
Y'all had some aristocrats.
Nigga, we had
in Jose Cuervo. We had
right.
two bottles.
Yeah, you're right.
I was drinking Svedka.
I was about to say Jose is serviceable. We was drinking some goddamn.
We was drinking some
Aristocrat.
fucking.
They cleaned the Japanese steakhouse
Sky.
doors with
Your ass
Aristocrat.
is
Sky.
Yeah, your
I
ass
was
is
definitely
drinking
drinking
Sky.
Sky. I was drinking Svedka and Sky.
Because I think it might be my 21st birthday. Actually, it might be
Yeah.
like the first time
I
I drank.
remember that.
For real. But I was at your crib.
Yup.
And y'all just kept giving me these shots.
I
of this
left.
joint.
Which
I
crib?
went somewhere
Whose
and came
Your
back.
crib when you
and
lived across the street from your
on.
parents.
Yes.
Yeah,
remember?
nigga. It was like
I
my
left.
21st birthday, right?
I remember that.
Everybody was gone. Earl and Tony carried me out to the car like this.
Yeah.
And I threw up all inside of Tony's car.
I went out there.
You might have been.
It might have been at school.
Might have been in Lewisburg. But I left
Oh,
and went
no.
somewhere. Came
But it
back.
was like my
and
birthday.
Duty was gone.
No, I don't think it was 21st, but it was my birthday, I believe. Well, our birthday weekend.
it was in summer.
Okay. I'm sorry. That makes sense now. Because I'm just thinking, like, I know I didn't throw this nigga a party.
Nah.
But I was like, yeah, okay, our birthday is like a few days apart. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Nah, look, because like by the back door, you had like a little table, like this kind of little end table, and 2 chairs. I was sitting in the
In that
chair.
chair.
like the whole night. Hey, I ain't moved, and I was like,
I couldn't believe it because I was like, wait, dude, he was drinking. That nigga was just drunk. I was like, what? When did this happen?
bro, I got y'all dropped me off at Mikey crib actually. Y'all dropped me off there. I was like, damn, it's Robin might come down here and see me on this couch. Boy, as soon as I laid down on that couch, the spins hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I wasn't built for that. That's my first time. Why y'all niggas leave me alone?
Cause that's the thing. You got just like the sleep paralysis. You gotta learn how to do it. Niggas ain't know how to drink. You did not know how to drink. Just think about what drinking was when you were young. Like,
niggas would have found a nigga dead in the puddle. In a puddle of throw up.
Bro, like niggas used to just take
Throwing up was an
shots.
accomplishment.
Like there were times when Mikey was just trying to get his number of shots up. Like wasn't he at a party?
Bro, that night we went shot for shot.
Which night?
I don't know. I just remember we both. It was in somebody's basement. That was.
That was wild.
It was blank Green's house, and he used to throw them parties.
Was it when you came back and tried to? And we were like, was that when you like came running after the car?
I don't remember running out.
Remember, you were on vacation and there was a party going on, and you tried to come and meet us at the party. But we had like just that's blank Moffat's house. Oh, okay.
but no. So you were at blank Green's house, and I heard on one of the nights I wasn't there that you were taking like 23 shots or something like that.
I think that was the night.
That's
I think we had like the roller skates that night. We had to like.
Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't your first experience with roller skates.
You rolling into people's houses late at night with rollerblades on is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Doug Jones was loud, heavy as shit on the fucking hardwood.
On hardwood floor, coming down steps.
Wow. I pushed that nigga.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever the fuck it was.
Earl's parents upstairs, Mikey in the crib with skates.
Can we acknowledge that Mikey has a child?
Yeah.
Can we come together and acknowledge that Mikey has that Mikey is a new father of like a 4-month-old?
It hasn't been that long.
Oh.
It's only been 2 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that going?
That's crazy. That's crazy. You're 2 months.
I thought the baby was driving.
You have a baby that has been in the world for 2 months.
It feels like longer and shorter at the same time. No whoa.
You are a father.
You gotta cut that out. All right. Well, why does it seem shorter?
I mean, because like time's going by fast and slow at the same time. Because I'm like, I want to meet like every little version. Because I'm trying to learn every little version, observe, see like how she sees the world. At the same time, it's like, damn, it's already been 2 months.
Yeah, I was about to say, because you're as meticulous as you are about things, you're like the most note-takingest ass nigga we've ever known. Like, you just take notes about everything.
Mental notes. Like, this shit's fire. Like,
no, it's not just mental notes.
You got real notes.
Yeah, you write down notes about, like, burgers that you make, and you give it, like, a 10-star system and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you take a lot of notes about a lot of different things. You have dream journals.
Yeah.
You take a lot of notes a lot of people don't take.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to figure out, like, if you have... Because you have a baby tracking app or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That just allows you to know like when the baby's like the patterns of when the baby sleeps and likes to eat and things like that. Okay, what have you learned in all of your note taking in 2 months?
I mean, I just know her like little tells. Like I know when she's feeling a certain way, probably before she even knows it. Like I can tell, oh yeah, you about to be hungry. In like 30 minutes, you about to be hungry. Or it's probably gas. That might be some reflux. Oh, you about to wake up in an hour. It's just like it's weird, but it's like cool at the same time.
Okay.
I mean, it's the birthday connection.
For real.
That is weird.
That was weird because I was just saying it just to say it, and that shit really happened. That's what they keep saying. They're like, oh,
that's crazy.
I said it too because
they were like,
you want about to take my day.
They were like,
I literally told Earl the day before. I was like, well, she's about to be born on Mikey's birthday.
That shit was crazy. Like I was sitting there like, what? This is really my birthday? This shit's really happening?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you get? So do you have plans? I asked you this before you had the baby. Like, do you have plans of how you're like trying to raise or instill certain things? You just like,
we playing tennis. We about to be the next Serena Williams.
Oh yeah,
like, we getting this money.
What sports? Yeah,
I don't know.
Sports is gonna be a thing, right?
Whatever sport I have to like see. Like like I don't see. Like,
she's gonna be a flag football player. She's gonna take out her aunt.
If for some reason when I hand her the bottle, she just happened to reach out and catch me with like, I'm like, oh, we might be boxing. Like, hold on. Like,
okay, you're looking for tails. Okay.
Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just waiting to see like what she does.
What if she wants nothing to do with sports? Is that going to be?
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. She might all of a sudden just accidentally draw a little figure at 2 months, like next week, and I'm be like, oh, so you trying to be our little artist? All right, bet. Like we gonna be an artist then. Like
Okay.
whatever,
Tattoo
or nothing.
artist.
Yeah.
Okay. So it wouldn't matter like if your parents were like, no, we got come on now, come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. We gotta put it in there. Come on now. She gotta play. Mike, she gotta play.
Play what?
She gotta play something.
Play what?
Sports, nigga.
I mean, I feel like as little kids, you just throw them in the sport.
You gonna put her in some little
just to do it.
Yeah, because like you're probably gonna want her to like know how to like move about. Like you just
team
want
building,
athletics and
discipline.
exercise.
Conversation with little people their age. Of course that.
Okay,
but like as far as like
and discipline,
you know,
sports teach you discipline.
Hell, and like taking L's, shit like that.
Yeah. Taking it.
But as far as like like serious, I mean, you just don't know.
Y'all be testing her 40 speed at the age of 5.
For real. I'm already got her like if you see she trying to walk there, like straighten them legs out. let her put the weight on the legs a little bit. See how that feel, get them little walks started, let's get them legs cranking. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But she's nocturnal too, which is hilarious. She don't even be really like acting an ass. She just like would just be awake like 2 a.m. till like 11. Like, what's up? Like, I'm up.
Watching them dark spirits run
Just
around
up.
the house.
Yeah. Just up. Just
Like, damn, what daddy was getting into.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's all. I don't need much.
Like it's not in there. Like, I don't know. There's no plan. You just kind of react to what happens.
Well, I mean, some people try to plan shit out.
And I think that might lead you down a weird road because then you're like, it's supposed to be this way.
Yeah.
But like, it's not though.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. I was just asking. I don't know what's going on. RJ, what's going on with your dog?
She's wonderful.
Yeah. I met the dog. The dog is very nice.
Did you enjoy
dogs
the
and
chuck
babies
roast?
love me?
The chuck roast is outstanding.
But dog don't love me, I tell you that.
Like none of them.
No, that dog. I was just
Oh.
or it might love me too much because it wouldn't leave me alone. Like, yo,
Oh yeah. So dogs like you a lot.
man, y'all know I'm scared of animals.
Well, no, I was about to say. I was about to say that's all dogs, but not all dogs are social.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, not all dogs are social.
Yeah, she's mad
All dogs go to heaven.
Just taking her a lot of places, so she's super social.
Okay.
Yeah, we took her. But you brought her out to that field day
Yeah.
a couple months ago, and she was like the star of like the field day.
Yeah, just
Oh
all
yeah.
over.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that
everybody
was,
loves dogs.
Oh yeah.
And Duty, you not necessarily wanting no kids, no pets, or do you want?
You want a bird?
No, he definitely don't want birds. I asked him about birds before.
Nigga, that's the most pointless thing to have as a pet. The fuck I'm gonna do? Like, how we gonna have fun? Put this nigga on a leash, let him fly out back.
Yeah, unless you gonna like get a nigga messages to fly off, deliver some messages.
Dude, I was asking him about different pets one day, like if he would allow his children to have like different pets, and I just kept throwing different animals out. And I was like, "What about a bird?" And he was like, "Nigga, what we gonna do if the bird get out the cage?" He was like, "Nigga, we're gonna catch the bird."
I mean, I was watching a video today. On Twitter, like,
Big boy.
yeah, big boy. This nigga has like pet owls.
Yeah, but owl.
I mean,
that's
this nigga got money too, but that be dope though. But owls, I mean, I have an owl tattoo.
Like this nigga was in the
had that
studio
motherfucker
with the
trained.
leather gloves. And
Yeah.
had just,
You probably got that
like
motherfucker
3
trained,
owls.
though.
Yeah, it's definitely he didn't.
Harry Potter.
You
He
ain't
didn't
gonna
buy
train no
that.
owl on your own.
Yeah, he didn't buy. He didn't buy the stock owl.
Yeah.
He
didn't go out there
That joint came with some mileage.
They
Yeah,
go one. Let's catch that one.
that wasn't the one fresh off the line.
But if you're gonna
That
get a
wasn't
bird,
off the rack.
Yeah, nah.
if you're gonna get a bird, it's got an owl, maybe.
Nigga, I wanna-
Didn't you want like a falcon? Or
I'm gonna say, if I'm gonna get a bird, it's gonna be an eagle.
Get one.
Yeah, I would
Maybe
love
eagle. Yeah.
Like an eagle or a falcon or something, or a
yeah.
pterodactyl.
Yeah, I'm not getting. I wouldn't
say
want.
ostrich.
Yeah, I wouldn't want like a parakeet and nothing like that. Like,
No.
wouldn't
I
want
like
a
the birds
regular
that
bird.
talk.
Oh, you little parrot head
parrots?
ass.
Yeah.
Look, he gonna have Martin's parrot in that joint.
You want a little toucan Sam?
Sure.
That gonna be talking mad shit to you too.
No, bitch
Ass nigga. You like what? Would you say, Polly?
Yeah, no, there's some pretty cool birds out there. They're like birds that can just like make like any sort of sound and like tunes as well.
You know why?
Like they're like singing birds that can do any sort of tune.
You know why?
I
That's
bet
pretty
noise,
fucking
too.
dope.
Like, I feel like if I ever had a bird, I wouldn't
Just
want
like-
it to just be in the house. I would want like it to have some sort of sanctuary.
So
what I'm
you need to be wealthy before you get this. So you can have like sort of
Like
like
a big bird cage.
like a greenhouse
So-
or something
Maybe
like
tell you
that.
about some big
Like
ass
imagine that.
birds.
That'd be tight.
Oh, so you trying to put this nigga in the prison yard then, huh?
You don't gotta call it that. Like it's gonna be.
Why isn't it?
It's gonna be green.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And what? And once they see outside, and like, damn,
Prison yard
look
got
at all
that
them birds out there, and it's just me in here.
It might not know the difference.
Oh, come on, bro.
Oh shit!
You know, I'm gonna have enough. I'm gonna have enough outside.
Oh,
inside.
hey yo, speaking of birds, I was walking into a school today, and a bird flew and smacked the door. I think they just died because they never moved.
That's a omen.
Damn.
Yeah, I was looking, bro.
Shit,
I walked into school. I seen that joint. I was like, oh shit. So I walked into school, and then I came walking back out. There was still laying there on the side. So I was like, damn, bro.
Scary movies.
Yeah.
Man, too bad I ain't Dr. Doolittle.
That's an omen.
Hey, but to answer your question,
About the children.
yeah, nah, I would want kids, but the pets, they ain't no pets.
Yeah.
Who will take care of them? Like, I got the kids to take care of. The kids will take care of the pets.
Right.
All right. Like, if I had kids, I would allow my kids to have pets, but that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't that. Nope.
Yeah.
Boy, you talking to the wrong one because I ain't that one that's going to be like,
You definitely gonna open the gate.
Open
and
that door.
Fucking run.
yeah, because I definitely ain't going to be the one to be like, look, I told y'all little niggas, if y'all got this dog, y'all going to care for him.
Yeah.
So y'all better go care for him.
Yeah.
But nah, in my opinion, if I'm going to get an animal, I'd rather just have a baby.
And are you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. An animal, a small mammal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, because you're gonna put like definitely like a small, like a newborn animal, whatever it is, like a new puppy or whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna put a lot of time and attention into that. I'd rather just put that same time and attention into a human, which in like 5-10 years I ain't got to worry about. Like, hey, bro, go play the game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to feed him.
That's a little investment too.
Hey, cuz,
Investment.
hey man, go make some hot dogs, bro. Like, get out my face.
Trying to get his ROI.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
Right.
if I had more kids, now he the babysitter.
Yep.
How do y'all feel about having multiple children, like versus having one?
For me,
I would rather have.
I mean,
I would
Yeah, me
have
too.
the multiple. I think for me, it'd be if I can have one of each gender, like the first two, it just happen that way. Bam, I'm done.
Yeah.
But 3 would be like the max for me.
But what if you have one that's one gender and they want to be the other gender?
Hey, cuz that's what you do. Hey, look, when you turn 18, you make that decision.
Yeah.
But as long as you live under this roof, whatever you was born at as birth, that's what you is. Like I mean, if you want to be like, if you're gay, that's fine.
Right.
But we're not doing that gender swap. Yeah. You can be whoever you want to be, but not until you turn 18. You can go do whatever transformations that you want to do.
Yeah.
But like at a young, I don't want you to
Make it a
do something at the age of 15, and then you get 18, you get to college, you see a jump with a fat ass.
Wow. Wow.
All right, let me stop. I'm just joking. Then you're like, damn, bro. Like, damn, I can't even hit that. Damn, she might hit me.
Wow.
man.
But that is the sentiment. It's like, children are children. And they don't have a fully formed brain. They don't know shit from shit. Like,
But
you know
I
what I mean?
have
So to be
heard-
making extremely drastic decisions when it comes to not just like the hormone taking, because I guess maybe there's a conversation, but maybe not even. You might not even want to do that too early. But like as far as surgeries go, that may be too far for someone at the age of 13.
Right.
Being like,
Did
I
they
want
let
to.
you do that?
So it depends on the
I thought
doctor.
they was-
I think it probably depends on the state that you're in.
Find somebody.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And parental
Yeah.
consent.
But I have seen that like that's
I'm
been
about
like
to
a
say,
thing.
I heard I thought
That was like a thing like that people.
There are a lot of
They're wanting
psychologists and things of that nature, therapists that aren't really even allowed to push back on those types of things. So if like
Really?
yeah.
Because I've heard like situations like on like another kind of similar, but like women who just don't want kids, so they want to like get their tube tied without having kids. Like I heard doctors can like tell them no. You know what I mean? Because you might.
Oh
change
yeah,
your
there
mind
used to
in
be
the
a
future.
rule like where you have to get your husband
Yeah.
to sign off on it and shit.
Yeah, so it's just
Wild.
if that's the case, I don't see how a doctor can't tell a family like maybe we should just hold off, on permanent surgery.
Yeah, I'm
mean,
certain that
Would it be
there,
because it's cosmetic?
there may be able to be suggestions, but as far
But
as
it's
like
permanent though.
Yeah. So it's plastic surgery.
I mean, I don't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. There may be able to be certain suggestions, but as far as like this is what we're doing, like, I don't think you can just be like no.
But-
And I think that there's been a lot of pushback from what I've heard, where there's just a lot of like government forces sort of pushing like no, you have to kind of like let people do what it is they want to do. It's a lot of extremely like
But
left
I've also
leaning
seen
ideas.
like a lot of people who did that shit early are kind of warning people like, hey, you might want to wait because you might just be not going through a phase, but you might not want to go through the entire procedure right now.
Yeah.
Because they regretted it once they got older. Like, they still felt the way they felt, but they didn't want what they had at that point.
Right.
So they're like, if it was up to them, they would have waited.
Or some people are just confused about like being gay or bi or something
like what
that.
you just said. I know a girl that used to be like a straight butch.
Yeah.
Like, dress like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man. She got 2 kids now.
Huh? I mean,
Buy a man.
No, nigga.
nah,
She had to buy a giraffe.
You thinking like
No. I'm just
making sure. Like, how did the kids come about?
No. Crazy thing is, she actually just her best friend. So I'm guessing they were just homies at one point.
Okay.
hey, nigga, what you trying to do?
Took the hey, what's up, big dog? I'm trying to get in them pants.
Yeah, you know what? Sexuality is so weird.
It's a big ocean.
That's exactly what it is. It's such a big, because I've been like having conversation with people. Like I was having a conversation with a girl that was saying that she is straight and like but she has no interest at all in having any sexual encounters with women. But she can watch lesbian porn. She can also watch like gay men have sex like in porn. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot, but like, I would never watch gay dudes have sex like in porn. Like, and I call myself straight, but she calls herself straight. But she's also kissed women before.
Yeah.
But she's like, but it was just like the excitement of the night. Like, I would never want to like do anything further than that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's interesting because I would never want to kiss any of my niggas. Like I would never.
Hey, yo, dog.
What's up?
Yeah.
Good game, dog.
Yeah, like I would never want to do that. But and then she told me about a time when she made out with like a man friend of hers that was a gay guy, and like they were on Molly and they like made out for hours.
a lot.
That just sounds like I'm partying, so I'm gonna just do whatever the fuck I want
For hours?
Very impulsive.
Yeah, like they were just making up for hours, and they both felt it was like an extremely erotic session.
Definitely.
Between
good MDMA.
I don't know you for hours.
You ever done MDMA?
Right.
Do you remember being a kid, being like?
No, I haven't. But
wait. Did y'all not make out when you were kids for like a long period of time? Maybe not like hours.
nigga, hours.
Well,
you know how bad your lips gonna be hurting.
Well, we're talking about MDMA, so we're talking about ecstasy, right? So forget about
How
the
strong are their
hours,
jaws?
but you never remember like making out to the point where you felt like you were kind of exhausted.
Yeah.
Like your
after
your
4
mouth
minutes.
was tired.
Nah.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After like 4 minutes, nigga, not no hours.
But that Molly, that MDMA make it that 4 minutes. I mean, that hour feel like 4 minutes.
So cuz did all that and didn't smash.
Well, no, because
He didn't want to.
Because he's gay. So like he didn't.
But the Molly though.
I heard you can't fuck on Molly. Is that
Whoa.
That's not true?
I don't think that's true.
Complete opposite.
I think people would get the fuck out of
Maybe,
it.
or maybe
on
she
Molly.
can't orgasm.
Nigga, that's why it's a party drug.
You cannot.
I don't know. I heard. Maybe,
Yeah, you may
it's
not be-
orgasm. Maybe
yeah, you may
can't
not be
orgasm.
hours. You
Yeah,
can. It just
take a long time.
hours.
But you just gonna keep going and going and going.
Yeah, you
Energizer
can
bunnies.
nut through. You can just boom, keep it rocking.
Nut
That shit's
through.
crazy.
God damn, you just shoot up the club, huh?
For real.
Obviously,
That was
You got unlimited ammo.
Right, for real. This nigga got GTA cheat codes over here.
that was Adderall for me. I felt like Adderall for me.
Adderall's amphetamine too. It's
like
it's in that same kind of
For
category.
fucking, you took Adderall to fuck?
Bro,
no,
this nigga
that was
done.
just a perk.
Oh.
That came along with it.
It's a
Like
Cherry on top.
yeah,
They talking about Kane Dangling.
yeah, like you do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
like
paint
you
pictures.
I took Adderall and went to work.
He went to work too.
I ain't never taken Adderall for extracurricular activities.
This is when he was
like,
a-
yo, like I got something to do. I gotta, take my ass to work.
See, at this time,
I think he was just on it, and it just happened
nah,
to come
bro,
up.
he had to work. Like he said, he was a plumber. He had some pipes to lay. Lay some pipe.
Yeah, I don't understand why you can't do a ton of things in a day.
Yeah, like it's like
If I'm taking, especially what I was taking, which would be like 20, 40, 60 milligrams of Adderall, I can go to work and have sex and stay up and study Spanish and
All
do
that.
what
I should be worn off.
Yeah. I just take one, and it lasts me about 10,
It
12 hours.
Start to wear off about the time I get home.
Yeah.
Take it in the morning.
Oh, nah, I was trying to be up.
I mean,
Which way, nigga?
Yeah, he was up.
I mean, but imagine like just being just a porn star, like the best version of yourself sexually.
Oh, this nigga was trying to put in.
Just imagine whatever your best night sexually has ever been. Everybody, just individually right now, think about what that was. You don't have to talk about it, but think about what you were doing that day.
This nigga put up LeBron James finals numbers
Like
there.
you were doing wild shit. Just think about 5 times that.
Adderall?
Yes.
All right, but
That's
look,
what I'm saying. Like
are you on Adderall and she on Adderall too? Because now,
No.
but now,
See, so they don't even know.
Yeah.
They don't even They just think that's just you.
y'all know that little Braun meme where the nigga just sitting there like he's in his zone. That nigga Earl walked in the room, bro.
Addy is times 5. MDMA is like times 15.
That nigga dived in like Trey Songz.
I'm about to dive in. Was that his song?
I think so.
I thought that was Usher.
No, that's straight song.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Usher wouldn't.
Boy, you know-
Usher wouldn't dive in.
I sure would have been dancing. He'd have been moonwalking in.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga got to dance.
Huh. Anyway, yeah. So that's what that was on. But another thing that I've been talking to people about is also, since we're on this being young and being a boy. Actually, it really don't matter. I mean, you could be a woman too, but for the most part, this is just man shit. When you were young and you were super insecure and you didn't know how to exactly talk to a woman, and like what it took to get past all the narratives in your mind of she's not gonna fuck with me, or you know, what am I supposed to say? Like, what's the cool shit that I'm supposed to say? Like, when I get over there, I gotta walk, I gotta look cool, I gotta do all these different things, and getting there and her being receptive to whatever it is that you have to say and how you feel when that moment came and what it meant, and like the sort of battery that it put in your back to continue to go out there and continue hunting.
It's the same feeling as like when you start playing like sports in front of like an audience and you shoot a basketball in front of everybody and you're scared to miss. But if you've done it a bunch of times, you're just like, fuck it, if I miss, I miss. At like now.
Oh yeah, now.
But back then when you're little, you're like, oh shit, man, like.
But when you
shot.
made the shot though,
Yeah.
because I also remember that
You didn't even know what to do with that. You're like, oh
teams.
shit, like I didn't think I was gonna make the shot. Like, what do I do now?
But when you did, then you start taking a rock. Like, you're swagging a little different. Now you're trying to take the rock.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. But yeah, so well, the point I brought this up is because people have been talking to me about the podcast, and like one of the most favorite things about the podcast for me is that because I listen back to all of them, right? So I get to listen back to myself in a way that other people never get to listen to themselves speak to people, which like teaches me about the way that I have exchanges with people, right? And that when I have conversations with people, it just reaffirms and like reassures like what can happen in conversation, like how easy it can be if you do it. And so I've just been having various conversations, mostly with women, about like what it is to feel like a young man that has to again and again and again, because for the most part women don't do it, having to walk up to women being fucking terrified and like overcoming that and getting that battery in your back. And what I was saying to all these people is that that's a sort of drug that I don't think that you feel doing anything else. I think that when you achieve something like that on the merit of you sober doing it, you being sober plays into the triumph of it actually taking place, as opposed to all of us being fucked up, us all being drunk or being off some MDMA and then just making out, even though we actually don't fuck with each other like that, but just naturally walking up and doing that. Does anyone have anything to say about any of these things?
Well, honestly, for me,
I agree.
I still struggle with that because I've never had to do it.
Right. Yeah, you was always getting chose.
Yeah, so for me,
Really was.
I still go like, even that's why
That is
like all
true.
my dating I do is probably on the app because it's
Yeah.
easier versus doing it in person. Because I still like, damn, I don't remember this part. What's supposed to do here? But for me, it's always been over here and chill. Somebody gonna pull up, and they pull up. So like, I never had to go out and approach a woman.
Yeah.
And you know, and go about it that way.
Yeah, and then, because then
so that's something I'm still learning now. I'm like, God damn.
Because once you're on the apps, once you get out, like you already chose me. Like we already
yeah, for sure. I know what it is. You like me.
Yeah, like we're already here, like sitting down for dinner.
Easy then, right. Yeah. I don't have to second guess anything. Like I know what it is, and I can do myself.
You got some of that though. You still gotta go through like an introduction. It might be easier to get past it, but you still gotta go through the process of like speaking, and getting them to the point.
For me, like I'm already communicating with you, like via text or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm already comfortable, and I'm much cooler person in person versus like. So if you fucking with me through text, I already know you're gonna fuck with me in person. Like, that's the least of my worries. My worries are like if I have to approach somebody in person is like breaking the ice. Like where do I start? What do I say? Hey, nice shoes. Like,
which might not be bad.
Right. And so that's me now. So like that's why I just be out in the streets because it's like, well, I just have better success if I don't try to pursue somebody seriously.
But you don't even really be in the streets. Like that. You really be chilling. Yeah.
And you played the game a little different though. I think you would like just go. In a way of you weren't looking like for me. I know I would wait for cues to know that I at least had some sort of green light.
Oh yeah,
you were creating your own.
That's what I have to do now. I'll wait for a green light, and I'm like,
that time I wasn't out there I got the pass. Like, okay, I think I have a shot here.
I've never just pulled up on the random.
It's
always been like at a function or like there, like you said, there's some type of connection.
There's a cue.
There's like a cue and like a conversation starts and then you just like move from
you're
there.
like, man,
But like I've never like pinpointed be like you and just walk up and be like, yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, I think Earl played the game a little different.
I've never really.
Nigga, I ain't that goddamn slick. I wish.
But actually, you can plant seeds. You know what I mean? Like I planted seeds. Like, I've seen somebody and you plant like a little seed. You might say like a little something here or there, and then through there like something happens. But
that's all I do. Ain't nothing grow though.
But as you get older, I think it has a lot to do with just understanding women too. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't.
There's a time and place.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot, because a lot of niggas don't see cues. Like they don't. Niggas don't understand body language. They don't. You know what I'm saying?
I think also part of my issue. I don't want to be one of them niggas.
Right.
So I don't want to be hella over aggressive. I try to be very, very respectful. And then it makes me take a lot more time to get the shit off that I want to get off or shoot my shot or whatever. Because I don't want to be that guy. Because I have an idea of probably what women go through. And I understand, some men out here are dogs. So I'm just not trying to fall into that build.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's true. It's so funny because I hear like so much of like so many different things. Like I've had people on the podcast that just like, I want you to come up to me at the club and like take my hand and bring me out to the dance floor. And so
in theory, that works with a nigga that you got in your mind that you want. You know what I mean? But not from some random nigga.
I'm not about Denzel Washington.
That's a nigga that you find attractive that you already gave a personality in your fucking head.
I'm not about to walk across the club and walk right back across the club.
I'm not
reach out, put your hand out.
Now you didn't grab somebody's hand and their boyfriend was at the bar.
You know what I'm saying?
Now he come back, crack you in your shit.
Now I gotta dap the nigga up next to you. Act like I was coming to dap him up because like, my bad, you got in the way.
Don't go out there doing that.
That shit is funny though. Cause I was showing Maya this video the other day. This shit was like mad toxic, but it was funny. Where like they would like go to women and be like, "Yo, like you think you got game." And then they would be like, it'd be like, you think you can pull niggas? Like, I can pull niggas, da. They was like, I bet. But what they didn't know, like the fix was in. So she was like, I'm going to go pick a dude out and I want you to go get his number. And they'd be like, I bet. But the dude already knew what was up. So like they go talk to him and he'd just be like, what? Like, nah, like, you know what I mean? And just kind of like try to, and like the girl just be like stuck. And it's just like,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up. But at the same time, I was like, but like that's what like a lot of niggas go through as well. Like you got to go through like those awkward ass situations just to find. But
that's why I wouldn't.
But I was like, so that's why like some dududes don't like, you know what I mean? But that's why you
don't just pick up like, I'm going right there. Like, you don't just
I mean, I don't know. I said maybe I watched a lot of fucking movies growing up, and just like dudes being real smooth and just walking around. Shit like Hitch, the Def Jam, Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of shit like that where niggas just used to just pull up and they was just real smooth and they just started talking. So I was like, damn, that's just probably an option. Like you could probably do it.
Definitely,
you know what I mean? And then you just kind of see what happens because at the end of the day, usually, like, how many people are gonna look at you and be like, "Get the fuck away from me"? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not really. Usually,
it's not going to be that aggressive.
No, it's not going to be aggressive.
Most women are just going to tell you they're not interested.
Yeah,
As long.
I'm just here, just dancing with my girls.
It depends on who you are and how you do it.
Well, yeah, that's
You like Johnny Bravo out here, you know.
Hey, mama.
Walked out his house every day with smack.
Nigga wore the same clothes, so I see why it didn't work.
That's sort of the point, is the way that you go about it. What I'm saying, if you don't just go up just saying wow shit like, hey girl, that ass fat. Like, if you don't just go out of your way and say nothing.
Hey girl, you thicker than a bowler.
My cousin used to have the funniest lines, bro. The funniest line I ever heard that nigga say, he just walked up to a chick. He was like, "Hey, you trying to fuck with a winner?"
Wow. That's bold.
Bro, that shit was the funniest, most bold. But I was like, "Hey, dog, like that's how you get."
That's bold.
Bro, I've seen and have heard of dudes, like women being taken away from other dudes, like legitimately. I've seen
crazy.
like my brother and a friend walk up to a group of women and a group of guys that are hanging together. And just kind of walk and be like, "Yo, come on, stop playing. Like, stop playing. Like, you fucking with them, stop playing. And like, just like take them and go off and end up ending the night with them."
No, but I'm saying, but that's a certain type of nigga though. Like, you can't do that. Every nigga can't go do that. You gotta look a certain way. You gotta come off a certain way.
Yes,
the females gotta be a certain way. The setting gotta be a certain way.
Nigga had the business suit on with the chest out.
You can't just go dunking on it. If you can't dunk, you can't go out there dunking. Like, you gotta be able to dunk.
All right, and a lot of this came from. Why are you looking so scared, yo?
That's outrageous, right?
Is it
But
outrageous?
they probably weren't they niggas. It was probably some niggas they probably just met.
Yeah, but
somebody
like,
like,
we got better options, so we gonna go fuck with these niggas.
But that's still a wild move.
Not really. I ain't got no fucking loyalty. Like,
No. Okay.
If you
not from the point of thinking that they have any loyalty or they need to pledge their allegiance to the first group of guys that they've seen, but for you to see a group of women hanging out with
to go do it,
and to walk over them.
But what is he? 6 what?
He's like 6'2".
Cut.
He ain't worried about a nigga
230.
Brolic.
Look like he got a few dollars.
Yeah, nice
Nice
chocolate.
The average nigga's not doing that.
Yeah, nice chocolate skin.
Yeah.
He got a nice glow to his chest.
Yeah.
He probably put a little oil on his chest when he went out there too. Right.
This nigga was winning the body competitions. Like,
Yeah, it's weird.
That's all he had to do was like, hey,
yeah,
and just showed him
that's
the picture.
me. Yeah.
He
can walk in there and no shirt.
Is that nigga good?
Hey, this ain't the only place I got muscles.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you talking because of the hurricane?
That's a very good question.
He's fine.
All right.
Yeah, he's good. He's strong.
He's strong.
Yeah,
He can outswim Mother Nature.
He's a good swimmer.
Hold on to the house. Hold on to the house.
He's good. He went to I think a friend's house that I think lives a little bit more inland.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
Okay.
Damn, what the fuck was this? Oh yeah, wait. Something about flirting, shooting shots.
You talking about like?
Oh yeah. Someone was asking me the other day because I was out with a lady and somebody that I had on the podcast. The way I met them was they saw her and I and was like, and they had walked past a few times. They were serving at a restaurant. They walked past a few times. Just sort of see the vibe. They wanted to know if we were dating or whatever the case were because we were engaged in conversation. We were having a lot of fun. There were a lot of laughs. So he was like,
It already seems like a lot to me though.
So he was like, this seems like a fun table. This person is a world traveler. They go everywhere. They meet tons of friends. He's got friends in every country you can think of.
Okay.
Right? So he's a very gregarious type of guy. So he's walking past, he's gauging it out because he sees this woman and he wants to give her a compliment and say, you are a very gorgeous woman. I wanted to say that. And so he did that. So he came over to the table and said, hey, listen, I don't know if you guys are dating or whatever the case is, I want this to be respectful, but I just wanted to tell this young lady that she's gorgeous. She has something about her. It's a glow. It's a blah, 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 blah. Right. Now, clearly I'm me, so what do you think my response to that is?
Oh, it's nigga. You probably started complimenting that nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Right? We all.
I love that.
Hey, you wearing them jeans, boy.
I mean, clearly he was on the podcast, right? We became fast friends. You know what I mean? So, but I had another friend ask me,
hey, bro, you been having strangers in my crib? Hey, cuz.
I mean, strangers.
Nigga, you met this nigga 10 minutes ago.
It was a year ago, but
Just making sure.
so I had another friend ask me, actually your doppelganger, he was asking me.
He picked up 18 minutes.
Yo, shout out to Florida, by the way. Hey,
Florida
you
boy.
know,
Good.
shout out to everybody out
He
there.
good.
He said he'd call me in a week and let me know. He called me to let me know. He was just like, hey, man, I just want to let you know you may not hear from me.
Ball mighty.
So he's not good.
You know, he said that you might not hear from me for a week because you know we got a storm coming down here.
So he's
but
not good.
I'm going to hit you up as soon as I can. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Hey, can that nigga swim? I don't think so. Them bad ass
I put my money on them.
and if he can, he's not a strong one. He's not a strong
What
swimmer.
city was he in?
Did you call and check on him?
Orlando.
He in Orlando. He's fine.
Oh yeah, he's good.
That's right. He's
Hurricanes don't-
inland as well, right?
Hurricanes don't hit hard in Orlando.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
That's hard.
He
You
was
ain't
just-
you ain't never seen Disney World go down.
That's why that's why they put Disney World in Orlando versus Miami. Yeah.
that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So he was asking. He was just
I was
like,
there.
He was like, "Damn, bro, like you." Well, no, he didn't act like I should have reacted differently, but he was like, "Yeah, you know, that could have gone differently because what if like he was really trying to like go smack, like he was really like, you know, I mean, you
Laugh, nigga. Like,
Okay. What now? If you're out, just hypothetical, you're out at dinner and a guy walks up and he starts trying to proposition. You can tell he's trying to start propositioning the lady that you're out with. Just like, hey, you know, I saw you from across the room.
Is it your girl or is it a friend?
Me? Excuse me? Miss?
Oh, okay.
See you from across the
Because you
room.
think I'm pussy. That's how I take it.
Yeah, right.
You think I'm pussy. Yeah, that's how I take the shit. You clearly think I'm pussy. You just about to walk up and just like start talking to her. You know what I mean?
All
Like,
right, so
that's how I would take
so
it.
what do you do in that situation?
She
Flex
good.
on that nigga?
We can talk, but she good.
Right.
It'd be that. It wouldn't
Hey,
be
can I help you, big
confrontational.
dog? Hey, big dog, can I help you?
Yeah, it would.
Is that your response?
No, she ain't my girl. Have at her.
That's what I'm saying.
what if
And
she
she's
is,
not
though?
your, but if she is your girl,
If she is my girl,
Like
then,
y'all been dating for like 2 years.
like, appreciate you, big dog.
she good.
All right, cuz.
Yeah.
Like, I know. That's why I'm with her.
yeah.
But
Thanks.
if he has his back turned to you and he's talking to her,
Then
Grab that nigga
I
ass.
get up, I go sit on her lap.
Around, nigga.
I'm gonna sit on her lap.
Sit on her lap.
Like, what's up, big dog?
Yeah.
and if he has his back turned to you, RJ,
Hey nigga, where's my steak?
and he's
Worry
talking
about
and he's
that.
talking to her. He's just like, yeah, you know, so I just wanted to talk to you, whatever.
Like after I've already been like, yo, like she's good, and he just continues
Slow
to-
singing and flower bringing.
Slow
be a lot of slow
singing, the
singing,
flower bringing, and my burger
That's what I'm
alarm
saying. Like I
starts
wouldn't
ringing.
be confrontational off. I mean, although like if we sitting down having dinner,
I'm laughing because I'm like, ain't no way.
yeah,
this
like
nigga's
if we
serious,
sitting
bro.
down having dinner
Laughing,
and a
like-
nigga just comes up, like it's not even like a hey, how
Like,
are y'all?
yeah,
It's like a
no way.
what's up with you? It's like
There's no way this nigga's
yeah, you know what I mean? I'll be like,
But for real, on top of all that, whether you're with that girl or not, and someone does that, I feel like the fact that we're sitting here
Yeah.
having dinner
Think
is
I'm pussy.
it's already disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
Like, all right,
we're
so let's
we're
change it. So
sitting
what if
here-
he does come and say, "Hey man, how you doing, man? What's your name?" Oh,
That's what
okay,
Ime
cool.
Udoka did,
Just
didn't
like, what's your name? He's introducing himself. Kia or Antoinette. Well, Antoinette, hey, listen. I mean, let me tell you something.
I'm already laughing.
Like I see you.
Let me tell you
Like
something.
I see you. You know what I
me
mean?
tell you
Like
something.
I don't know what it is you all have going on here, but
This is my wife.
you know. But I just thought I'd let you know I'm interested. You know.
I would at first I'd probably be a little confused. I'd probably start to laugh because it just the utmost the boldness of it.
Oh yeah, he gonna steal off on you immediately. You already laughing.
I guess it's gonna be one of them situations.
It's gonna be a lot of slow singing.
All right, no, I'm just asking this question because I had a very interesting answer to this, which was I am chilling. The only reason at all that I would ever step in is if she looked at me and was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Because the way I'm looking at it is
Easily.
she's a grown adult.
Right.
She can have whatever conversation she wants to have with him. Right? And she can talk to him. Right? Like she can let him know exactly how she feels or exactly what's going on. And if she starts giving off the energy, like, she's fucking with this nigga.
Oh yeah, that's when you be like, hey yo,
Like,
bro, you want this chair? Like I'm a dip, but you got the tab too. Cause
So that's what I'm saying. So my whole thing is like, what are you fighting? Because she can speak up herself, right? So like I don't have to do that for her. So I'm probably just gonna sit there. It's probably just gonna be an amusing like television show for me at a sec for.
That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, like I'm totally gonna be like, oh, this is about this.
My ego would just.
Hey,
it's my ego, like because like I say, to me, it's like
you think I'm pussy?
Walking up, you think I'm pussy. Like you just about to walk up. Like nah, like you know what I mean. Like so, like I understand, like you know what I mean. Like she is a grown woman, like you know what I mean. Like when me and Maya go, I don't trip if like some guy comes up talk to her, especially if we're not side by side. Like she can handle it, you know what I mean. But in that situation, we're at dinner, we're actively talking, and you just
So that would be a better way of looking at it. Then, like you're out at a club and you're not next to her at the moment, and you find a guy talking to her.
No. Like that.
So what you doing if y'all are actually on a date, right? And they over here talking.
This is about to get fun.
No. And he got her number, right?
Damn.
But then he just walks off like, I'm gonna hit you. But now she's just back with you trying to have a date.
No.
So what would you do then?
Check. Separate.
Yeah, I speak all the language.
That's what we talking about.
Speaking Chinese.
So, but look, you sat here and watched it happen.
Like Earl said, what do you?
It's not my girl. We're on a date.
Yeah, what I'm saying though. But like, you just gonna wait until she get done and be like, all right, yo. They get 2 separate checks. My black ass is getting up immediately.
Make her pay.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't know what y'all on. Like, hey, bro, you got this.
Yeah, because that's my first thing. My first thing is like, all right, well, what are you fighting? Because you're not fighting. You're not gonna be like, babe, why are you talking to him? Like, why are you?
No. It might not have nothing to do with her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you would want to know. I would want to know how she handles herself in that situation. Like, how does she talk to people? Like, how can she handle herself in that situation? And if only if she was just like, hey, Earl, then it's like, oh, hey. Then you step up like, okay, you know what, you had enough, like whatever, you know, all that. Then that costs.
I'd make it super weird.
Just send that nigga to the bar, buy him a shot, tell him get out your face.
Nigga, I'm not paying this nigga to leave. What the fuck, bro? I'm gonna say some wild shit. I'm like, yeah, you go get this pipe when we get home.
Okay, so all right, so if your woman gave her number to a man out somewhere, it's over.
Yeah. Well, it depends on
you not breaking up right then when
it depends
because there's gonna be a conversation. You're gonna be like, hey, what just happened?
Yeah, it depends on the context,
right?
You know what I mean? Like if y'all have a business interest, like y'all are in the same field, and it's like, yo, like you know,
she is the business.
Okay.
He gonna
and he's interested.
But like,
he wants to invest in her.
But like, if there's something, you know, what I mean? Like if it makes sense. But if it's just like, yeah, we just want to be pals, like, like,
all right, but why not? What if she's like, why not? Why can't I be pals?
Like I say, it just depends on how it came about.
You better go hang out with Brendan.
If it's the dinner situation, fuck no.
Because what if she's like, at the end of the day, I have to do the fucking. Because at the end of the day, what you're afraid of is me fucking him.
No, that has nothing to do. No. Well, wait, in what context are we talking? Are we specifically talking
you're
to
at
dinner?
You're at the bar. You're somewhere.
Yeah.
You come back. You see this dude talking to her. He's sexy as hell. And then she finishing on putting the number. Put
it in the palm?
Okay, all right. I did the writing shit because I'm old and I be old in ways.
I ain't even passing the phone.
But she's putting it into the phone or whatever and hands it to him and he walks off.
I ain't gonna fuck with it, but like I'll give it room to, you know what I mean, depending on the context. You know what I mean? But nah, I'm definitely like, you know, you could say it's
because at the end of it, she's just like, yeah, you got my Instagram, you got my number, like but at the end of the day,
all right, hold up, you don't need both now, you only need one.
Yeah, I'm about to say Instagram and number, like
now you gotta hit it. Hey, you better go hang out with Brenda and Keisha and them and leave Jerome ass alone.
Hey, if your girl puts her phone number in a nigga's palm with a pen, you are toast. You are toast.
That's his girl. At that point, that's his girl.
Because at this point, we've made physical contact.
Right.
Like you are toast.
That's when you be like, yo, how you get home?
Yeah. Oh shit, damn, that's hilarious.
So all right, how would you handle that situation? You just let it rock and just let it be what it is. You wouldn't inquire about the relationship and like why the number was exchanged. You just be like, all right, cool. Like,
well, yeah, no, but that's I'm just asking this question because I think that a conversation would be nice about like what happened. What do you think that it is versus what do you think he thinks that it is? Yeah, and then that be that. But what's funny is, and you know, we're not gonna go through this whole thing, but one of y'all just said something about, oh, you better go hang out with Jerome and
No, I said Brenda and Keisha.
Brenda and Keisha and leave Jerome alone. What's funny is, what if fucking Brenda and Keisha trying to fuck with her?
Well, then you better go find Ashley and Michelle.
So what's funny is, there is this idea. Look you in your. There's this idea that women should leave men alone because women would treat them better.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right? You say have fun.
Have fun.
Right? I think that that's a ridiculous idea, but I know that there are many people that have this idea that you should leave.
I think a lot of times that's just an indictment on the person.
Yeah,
like the specific individual that they have.
It's like if you fuck with guys, you know what I mean, you're a female and you feel like guys aren't right, so you gotta fuck women. I feel like that's like an indictment on you and who you choose. You know what I mean? That's how.
Well, that's why they fuck nigga free out here.
But then I've seen countless times women take that route and go with the women and get dogs.
I was really about to say that. I think women, should obviously know women a lot better than what we do. So yes, I feel that they're gonna do. Probably gonna do worse shit.
They're going to cheat on you better.
It's kind of like that situation where like people think that just because they move to a different location, their life gonna change. So it's like I don't fuck with it here, so I gotta move to LA to make my life better. It's like because you still gonna be you in LA,
right?
You know what I mean? The shit that you gonna get into is the same shit that you got into before you left.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's kind of the same situation. Like it ain't got nothing to do with men as a whole. It just has everything to do with the men that you decide to fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So now you gonna go. Yeah,
that's what Cat Williams said. What is it about your pussy that keep attracting ain't shit men?
Yeah, like
that's what he said.
It'd be the same thing with niggas. When niggas be complaining about type of girls, I'd be like, nigga, where are you finding them at? Like
100%.
Oh yeah,
going to the same place. Like you going to the same grocery store.
It works the
same food.
Hey, bro, get your ass out of Coverstone. Stop going over there.
It worked both ways.
Yeah,
it's just that you usually don't hear men be like, man, I'm done fucking with these women.
I fuck with niggas too.
I fuck with niggas too.
Boy, I can't wait till I get one of them boys.
Usually it doesn't happen.
I'm gonna give you a little
That's what I was gonna
one.
say. I just feel like women are just more vocal about like them not being able to, find like an adequate partner or whatever. More so men just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm in these streets, I'm single, like I'm good. You know what I mean? So
but the further answer to before we get out of here, because we're about to end this right now, just to put a conclusion on that last question you asked me about what it is I would do. I would want my partner to be as happy as in many ways possible. Mm-hmm. And if it meant that they needed to have friends of the opposite sex, then that can be a thing.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I guess that's what you're saying. It all depends upon the context. What was said.
Although, it's not like a stipulation, but like it is kind of like my antennas will go up depending on how the opposite sex tries to go about the situation. Mm-hmm. Like I'm always like, if like it's cool you got friends of opposite sex, but like somebody like always inviting you to go do something separate and like I'm never included, or it's never like y'all should come. Right. It's like that's when my antennas will go up. Like what is the intentions behind the friendship? But if it's kind of like an inclusive, it's like what I mean. I'm not going to trip if you got
someone you never formally met.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like that's when it's kind of like...
Yeah, there are definitely rules that people come up with. I
wouldn't say like hardline. It's not hardline rules. It's like everything's kind of fluid.
Is it
but
courtesy? Is it like courteous, I guess?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's not like a set in stone, but it's kind of... That's why I say just like antennas go up like, you know what I mean? Maybe like I'll,
Hey, what you do if your girl bust your ass in 2K?
Marry her.
She came home one night. And he was like, yo, let's play Madden real quick.
How you know how to do that?
She was running this ridiculous ass defense that kept audibling and shifting linemen. He's like, hey, dog. Yeah. Like, I be snapping the ball pretty quick. What you doing? Like, he was like, hey, bro.
Yeah. He said, where she learned that. Where she learned that. That's crazy. Oh shit! All right, it's that time that everybody's got to go. No. So we got to go ahead and do these last words, man. Keon, send us off.
You guys be safe. Take care of yourselves out here. It's a lot of funky shit going down.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that it's wintertime, Corona's coming back around, people getting sick? Because
Corona led up, hurricane season. Do a show.
Y'all be safe.
Go against that. We're gonna come at 100. Go ahead.
What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's hurricane season. Y'all be safe in the South.
Oh yeah,
Take care of yourself.
Hey, what's up, Georgetown?
Yeah, but definitely though, as far as sicknesses go, there's a ton of people out there getting sick right now. So you take your supplements, get your vitamin C,
wash your fucking hands.
Wash your hands, get your D, get your D.
Touching niggas with your hands.
Hey, yo.
Get your D, get your vitamin D, get your C,
and don't stop spinning the ops so you whack them.
Mikey,
Okay.
I got nothing.
RJ,
Nathan.
You got some hang time though.
You see
And you got
I
glizzies.
see you.
And you got some glizzies in your socks, bro. I seen it.
Man, you see his Mikey
You
growing
little-
his hair back
You
out,
little
man.
glizzy gobbler.
Freak bowl.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he on freak time. Mikey Udoka.
Oh shit.
All right.
How you feel about this right now? You good?
This nigga a fake Celtics fan. He was only fucking with Paul Pierce because he had the shit that one
Yeah,
game.
like nigga. That was like 2008, maybe 2008 through like 2011.
Hey, bro, you got gray in your beard, nigga. You LeBron now?
All right, love you guys. Episode 138. Woo! Peace, everybody. Peace.
I'm trying to. I feel like a new person said something about the gray.